Hi, collective. It's Shania. Y'all, let's get a read. Oh, wait a minute, collective. Archangel Michael, I ask that you preside over this reading. I ask that you protect me and my collective as we channel, transmute, and harmonize the energy for the highest good. Ashe, Ashe, collective. All right, collective, let's get another question and answer session, okay? I felt like that other one, I need to go back to that 2026 with that Christianity, okay? And I think it was another one that needed further development, let's say, okay? And look, collective, I don't know if anyone's looked at the post yet. There was a video in the past, I think it was 12 years ago, done by David Icke with a woman on there, right? And she was talking about reptilians, okay? And she was speaking about like the classic original destiny swap is what it sounded like to me. And she described what she saw. I feel like she's authentic, okay? There may be some sort of involvement, because my question is, what were you doing when all this was going on, okay? But I feel like she has some authenticity, okay? I believe what she's saying is primarily true. Okay, so please check that out. But excuse me, collective, she spoke about some eggs, the eggs that they use, how they are reproduced, okay? And she talked about the warmth. And I said, this has got to be C astral mount. That's why the twin keeps coming up as a cephalopod, collective. They knew I was getting close, okay, to what's happening, collective. I'm verifying what the woman said, and someone will come behind and verify me, okay? And the chain continues, collective, until we see possibly a reptilian hatching out the eggs, collective. Now, our thing is that we have to figure out how to intercept this, because I am getting implications of Nomo in these eggs as well. Okay, so how could that be is the question. My theory is that they're gonna destiny swap with these eggs, or body swap, okay? As well as, you know how the divine does, they'll use things that people intend for evil for good. So me saying to these eggs that they're my babies, and they are, okay, I am showing true, authentic love for them, because it's true, okay? So we have to figure out how to form an alliance with, if they're reptilians, okay, reptilians. These are babies, okay? They're highly impressionable, okay? And we want to use it for good. I don't know, collective. Just send out your intentions, okay? Because this is really getting critical, okay? All right. It was something else I wanted to say. Oh, yeah. I don't know why T.I. keeps coming up on my timeline, okay? But I watched a video where someone was talking about the different things that his son was going through, right? And another thing, I didn't know their last name is Harris, okay? But look, the other thing that he was going through, right? But the thing that stuck out to me was the paternity of the child, right? And the video that they were showing was when the child was a baby. I don't know what the child looks like now, okay? But I always have a trick, okay? I feel like it's almost fail-proof, collective, okay? For paternity, okay? It's in 4 locations. If you can't find yourself in those 4 locations, I say you might have a problem, right? But as well as if you have multiple locations that identify or match with you, I feel like it's almost like fail-proof, collective. That's my little thing, okay? But the 4 locations are eyes, the nose, the lips, and the ears, okay? And I didn't pause the pictures, but just in looking at the video, I could see this child has this man's ears, okay? Looks like the lips to me, and the eyes, okay? The nose is slightly different because when the baby's nose is smaller, it is different, the way it looks, okay? As they grow older, it takes on more form and shape, right? But also the nose is like a key place, as well as the eyes, right? Where the blending occurs between the parents, okay? This is what I believe from my observation, okay? Excuse me, collective. 4:55 on the clock, Eastern time. Maybe what I just said is significant to the reading, okay? But the first question, collective. Okay, we're using my deck and wake up, kick butt, repeat, okay? I need to get some more little decks like this, okay? I don't think this was intended for tarot, but I like this. It shows how you can use anything pretty much, collective, but definitely any kind of cards to do divination, okay? It's all about the intent and, yeah, are you receiving the message, right? I believe we're growing. I hit this card. Let's put this as the mystery. Collective, I got to get all this hoarseness out of my lungs, okay? All right. The first question is, what is the elixir of life? Okay, or what is entailed in it, or a format? What guidance can you give us about the elixir of life? I should have wet my thumb. Wow, beautiful. Angelic protection. Okay. All right, so people running around looking for some magic potion and some magic powder, right? They like, nah, it's right here. Okay, and what are angels? It has to do with light, right? That spectrum of light is not studied enough by any of us, collective. Especially not the average layperson, okay? We ain't thinking about that. We thinking about our Gucci and our Prada. Some of us, right? And others of us, we're concerned about how we're going to keep a roof over our head and get some food and give the children some playtime, right? And still be safe, right? Yeah, it's a lot, collective. It's two completely different worlds. But we gotta, I don't know. We're just waiting to all become homeless, collective, okay? I don't know what this strategy is, collective. Okay, wait until you're completely backed up against the wall and you're out in the street and you have nothing. And then you fight back. I don't know what that is, okay? Show me. Next question. Who is the head reptilian on this timeline? Show us something about them. And I'm expecting a practical response. I don't know what that is, collective. Maybe it's a good one. Okay? Smile, you're beautiful. I don't know. Maybe because I was talking about building an alliance, right? It's possible, collective. And this is what they fear, okay? This is what they fear. The Empress, as well as the Emperor. We are the wild card, but especially the Empress, right? But why? Because we haven't been so controlled by dogma and societal norms, okay? Especially when it comes to the mind. And we're free to be spiritual and intuitive and emotional. We're more in tune with ourselves, collective. And I think it was designed that way, okay? That way you can make the man coarse and callous, and they can wreak havoc on the world and destroy it, okay? And then if the reptilians are the ones that are really trying to take over or have been, right? Then they can terraform the earth into what is suitable for them, okay? While keeping a few select ones of us for food or something, collective. Come on. What are we waiting for? I don't know. Let's go. Question number 3. How do we defeat these people? Who in the world? I assume that I'm talking about the reptilians. How do we defeat the negative reptilians and just the wicked people? A collective. I think the sun's about to come back out here, okay? They pretty much telling us at many levels, just focus on yourself. okay? Because they know this is out of control. It's like an infestation, okay? And they're like, nah, this is too much for you to handle. This is also reference to light, collective. This is the peaceful resolution. I feel, let's keep this as the mystery. It's a sticker on that card. I found it. Okay? And what was this? How did we? I didn't even write the questions out, collective. Ah. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Let's see what the next one was. Are reptilians collective? I don't even know. That's the three we got, because I don't have a clue what the hell I wrote over here. Collective, I don't know. All right. What was the first one? Let's shuffle this one. Deal this one. Oh man, I had some better questions, I thought. I just didn't write them down. All right, but what is the elixir of life? Follow your inner moonlight, okay? And it's light again, collective, okay? Who is the head of the reptilians on this timeline? Or even the wicked, but I'm specifically thinking about reptilians. Who or what? What do you want to say about it? I can't believe I don't know what in the heck I wrote over there. Oh my goodness. Those ideas are gone. Show me. In the reverse. You will do what queens do, and you will rule, collective. I like that, collective, okay? But we have smile, you're beautiful here. Let's see. All right. How do we defeat these people, or these reptilian people that don't want to do right? Okay, the ones that can't get right. Okay. I was supposed to get the bottom card today, collective. Be fabulous. I feel like this is the elixir of life, okay? This is also the defeat, okay? Because I feel like they're saying we're going to handle this in another way. Because there's too much. It's like when there's too many roaches, you got to set off a raid thing can, right? Yeah, let's see. But collective, who'd have thunk? That twin of mine is a reptilian. Okay, now he's outdone it. For all the scum I could have, oh, excuse me, good reptilians. This one's a rough one, okay? But who'd have thought that man was the I wonder if he knows he's a reptilian. Okay, but if he didn't, now he knows. He's been suspecting something. I feel like he just knows he's just fully possessed, collective. Maybe they had infected him with reptilianism, okay? Or maybe he was always a reptilian, collective, okay? I don't know. What does that make me? It makes me, collective. Okay. All right. What am I getting ready to shovel? Nothing. Bottom of the... Oh, my. And I haven't finished this card because it was laying on the floor today, collective, okay? Because I'm like, what is that over there? I didn't put the card in the deck because I want to draw my own version of Papa Legba, right? And I don't know a lot about Papa Legba. I used to watch this girl many years ago, and I can't remember her name. She was very eccentric, right? But she had a beautiful, and she had good information as far as I was concerned, right? But she had a beautiful song. What was her name? I can't remember, but about Papa Legba that she made up. I mean, it was powerful, okay? And, yeah, but Papa Legba is here. With Papa Legba, I also get Papa Lapis, collective, okay? But it says Papa Legba, Haitian voodoo, gatekeeper, overseas communication between worlds, collective, okay? LWA, I have no idea what that is, okay? And then it says intermediary, okay? And I get that with Papa Lapis as well, because he's like that head authoritative figure. There's some sort of connection between these two, okay? As well as Sobek, as well as, what is it? The king of, I don't know what they call him, the king of knives in the hoodoo deck, okay? I'm getting it's like a line, a lineage between them, okay? And it might be a little known lineage, okay? Connection. All right, let's go. What is this? Oh my goodness. And what is this elixir of life? Okay, angelic protection. I feel like this is the main ingredient. Okay, yes, this protection, because there's so many things that we can't see, right? Foresee. But the light, it increases the range of the vision, right? And there's so many different spots on the spectrum of light, right? And you know, the higher you go, the more you can see, I believe. Something like that, collective, okay? And the only way to get that sight is through, you know, a form of higher protection, okay? And who better to deal with than angels if you're trying to increase your perspective or spectrum of light, okay? And raise your high vibration, okay? And in order to receive that protection from the angels, we have to be doing something right, collective. Okay, so it's not a fluke. Okay, so that's the main ingredient. Angelic protection, which means it places the responsibility on us. Okay? Collective, this is the elixir of life. We're looking for a drink somewhere. Or, you know, these people are so misguided. These wicked people. Okay? Highly protected and highly connected. Let's see what these say. Follow your inner moonlight, right? Allen Ginsberg. Okay, maybe those names are significant. Be you, do you, for you. So that's the elixir. Being yourself, right? Not trying to be somebody else, because that creates stress in your life, right? And in my life. And not wanting to control people, okay? So narcissism is not the way, collective, okay? So that's the key. It's not some magical potion. It's all about, I think, equilibrium and balance, okay? And it's really hard because we're in a world that does everything to throw us off, okay? Why? Because there's something hidden here, okay? And in different reads, I've asked about there's something hidden, okay? I was getting the feeling there's something hidden inside of the white race, okay? It could be this. So maybe there's certain, like the royals possibly, okay? This is for entertainment purposes only, right? Maybe they're more conducive for them to take on their form, collective, maybe based on their energetic state or their mental state, or maybe these royals, so to speak, they have a lot of their DNA as well, okay? I'm sure that's a part of it, okay? But they look like regular white people, and I'm not saying that black people ain't reptilians too, because I'm sure we are, okay? The way some of us act, okay? But there's something to it. All right. Who is the head of the reptilians on this timeline? Okay. Smile, you're beautiful. Okay, I have no idea. We're going to have to clarify that one. Maybe that's just the ancestors getting in a shout out, okay? Airplane, okay? What did I ask? Who is the head of the reptilians? Okay, on the timeline. Airplane. We're going to have to clarify that too. And it says, you will do what queens do, and you will rule, indicating no, you're not going to rule, okay? And look, they may not be telling us like, hey, the king of the reptilians or the queen, okay, is, Jean von Switzer, okay? They're not going to do that, okay? And forgive me, collective, okay? Maybe they're showing us a scenario that this person's involved in, okay? Let's go. Drummer, what in the heck? Collective, this is so coded and convoluted, okay? Let's see if we can get something, but we got to leave Papa Legba out here. We got a shroom head, collective, okay? Maybe that's why it's convoluted, and whoever it is, they're worried, okay? Worrystone. And it looks like they're hiding out somewhere, collective, okay? So check your coasters. Check under the coasters, collective. Don't that look like a coaster? Okay, let's go, collective. All right. Show me. Smile, you're beautiful. Why is that here, Archangel Michael? Why don't y'all just make this easy for me? Show me the airplane. Why is this significant? What does this have to do? Maybe this reptilian owns an airline collective. Could be. Okay, that one flipped over there. Let me see. And what is the drummer here? I don't know. I'm getting the earth, like the collective. I feel like they could live inside the earth, many of them. They have to hide out somewhere, probably in a lot of desert regions and maybe mountainous, right? But not cold. Has to be an area where it's warm, right? But maybe, yeah, something like that. Okay? But this could be like the Schumann resonance amping up. Okay? And as that earth rumbles in its interior, they have to come out, collective. Now if they come out, I don't know what we're gonna do, okay? But this is a strategy, collective. We're gonna see what we get, but this could be a strategy, okay, of the Most High, possibly Papa Legba, okay, is to rumble up that Schumann resonance, make it uncomfortable for them inside the earth, okay, which forces them to come out. Who knows? We might get Yemiya too, okay? And when they come out, they're going to zap them with some neutrinos, collective. And there's going to be a whole bunch of... You know how it looks when a lizard or something, a reptile, sheds its skin? That's what I'm getting. Show me drama. Maybe I'm going off on a tangent, okay? Something with a dark high priestess. This could go either way, but let's see. Bottom of the deck, we have Blaylock collective. They coming for the head of the snake. Blaylock, I hope you ain't been messing around with Papa Legba, okay? Papa Legba, he ain't with that. People coming to Papa Legba to do and perform all sorts of dirty, nasty acts, okay? That is not who Papa Legba is, okay? Okay? Papa Legba, let's see. Let's keep that Blaylock out here. Lawyer, this could be a lawyer involved, okay? Papa Legba, what do you want to say to those nasty energies who call on your name to do foul and sacrilegious things to other people? What do you want to say to these people? All right, let's flip it because I don't want to see it. And let me see what that is at the bottom. It says, you are being divinely tested. Okay, that's what he's saying. Stop coming to him with that madness, okay? You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt yourself, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have Shelton. We have Blaylock and Shelton, okay? Put the names where they go, collective. I don't know most of these names, collective, okay? Okay. Okay, we did that one. Smile, you're beautiful. Let's see if I can interpret this, collective. Precision. Okay, I feel like this is a shout out. Okay, precision, I feel like accuracy of some sort. Shield of truth, collective. This is the truth. What the world? Read, okay? With this, what do I get? I get like the field of, I just saw 2244 on the clock, okay? I get like the field of reeds or something. I don't know a lot about that, but I think that's over in Egypt, right? Or that's a reference to Egypt. With those fan looking like flowers, I think, right? Are those lotuses or something? Or they're reeds or something they call them, okay? There's something about that, and I don't know exactly what that means, but I get like paradise, collective. Let's see. This could also be a name, though, but this is definitely some truth out here, okay? Beautiful. Smile, collective. You're beautiful, okay? And I feel like the truth is on your side, okay? Why? Because you earned it. Why is Reed here with this spread? Collective, they calling somebody out, okay? Some sort of truth is like gonna pulverize somebody, collective, okay? Missile, okay, I don't know. This could be defense. I don't know. Let's keep that one. All right, but it says, For their transgressions, their blood will flow in the streets. This has come out in a few reads lately, okay? I think at least 2. Pick up the sticks. That's a tower. 0 gravity. Somebody holds no weight. Something's happened, okay? Somebody's going into a dark night of the soul, okay? But I don't know if somebody's going to make it out, okay? Why is this card here? Why is this card here? Somebody must have done something very severe to someone that's highly protected, okay? And I know this is going into a reading, okay? But we're still on the questions, okay? Your assumption is correct, collective. Somebody's done something that it's like they can't come back from it. Collective, I told you. Whoever this read person is, I have no idea. Wow. Archangel Michael, let's see. Do you want to say what these let's clarify this. What is this missile? I can't talk, collective. Excuse me. I don't want to say can't. Okay. But what is this missile Hoonigan? They could be talking about the character of this person. But let's see. Christianity. I was just asking about Christianity, right? Or saying something. Something to do with Christianity. Collective. The death angel is upon the heads of all enemies. There's something going on in Christianity, and you have to admit there's been a lot of crooked preachers being arrested lately, okay? Christian preachers. Dolph Retrieval. I feel like they about to spill the tea, collective. What is the situation with Christianity? What do you want to say about this? Why is this an issue? Miraculous events are occurring in your life. Tidy home, collective. I don't know. Maybe this is a home for someone. Something going on, collective. I feel like someone's in trouble. And they did something, right? Because they felt their life was in danger. And maybe it is, or it was, okay? And whatever the outcome is, it's going to be a benefit for you or someone in the collective, okay? Or someone's, right? What is this tidy home? Please don't let that home come out here, because if this home comes out here, a painter. Scales are balanced, okay? Now, in another read, this painter came out as, I think, the King of Swords, okay? As a hitman. Or I connected the painter to the hitman, but it may have come out, okay? What is this painter's involvement, collective? We're doing a dual thing here, okay? They want to talk about this, so we're going to talk about it. Okay? Grantsville, South Carolina. We saw that at the beginning of the read. This is the location of this painter, possibly, okay? Collective and Storm Branch Road. I think it could be a Storm Branch Road in Grantsville. I have to look that up, okay? I thought it was something else. Sydney, Australia, or Walsh Bay or something, right? But I could be wrong. All right. Russia, okay? Let's see if it comes out. What's going on Storm Branch Road? My thoughts create my reality. Somebody's manifesting? Okay, this is what they're manifesting of this worry stone, okay? Okay, so someone's done something and they know that karma's coming, or maybe they're going through the tower right now, collective. And it could be this Reed person. Reed could be a painter, okay? Or a painter's involved. Collective, it's a lot of locations here. Aruba, okay? A twin could be lurking somewhere, collect. No, you know what? The Aruba the last time as well was, I think it was a crooked FBI agent who received a part. Let's see. What is this Aruba? Let's see if the theme stays the same or if it changes. Why is this Aruba significant? Something going on in Aruba, collective, or will be. Maybe this person, I don't know if they're in Grantsville or Aruba. Maybe they're on the move. It says it is biblical, baby. Matt. There's something, okay? I feel like something's been located or found. Something that somebody's been looking for has been found. What is this that's been mapped or located? They found somebody, collective. It could be Reed, could be the painter, I don't know, collective, okay? No way out. And I don't know what this is. Somebody else could be saying hi before you know it, okay? I don't know what this is, collective. I don't even want to pull on it, okay? Let's keep going. I don't know, collective. Maybe you got a green beret that like you, collective. I would think twice about that. All right, collective, let's go. What is the next question? What is this one? Oh, the airplane, right. Collective, I don't know that a plane could be going down with a reptilian on it. Only name I'm looking at in the center is Blaylock, okay? But put the names where they go. Forgive me, collective, okay? The enemy wants to occupy your mind in order to utilize your vessel, okay? And a ligament in my right leg just jumped. Or two, okay? I feel like somebody's not going to rule anymore because the ancestors is on somebody's tail, okay? Could be a green beret. I just looked over there. Where is this plane going? Maybe Grantsville or Aruba. Oh, this could be talking about somebody going from, like I said, they could be traveling, right? Going from Grantsville to Aruba or vice versa. Root chakra. Old card. Something to do with somebody's stability, maybe. I don't cry often. Heaven responds when I do. Maybe somebody crying because somebody took something from somebody. And they on their way. Somewhere, collective. Okay. Let's get one more clarified. Why is this in the reverse, racking up the bodies? Coon fire coon, collective. I feel like somebody spoke something and they here. They're doing something with this plane. Maybe the plane indicates that they're coming in, like, you know, like they're coming in and they here, they landed, okay? Show me, why is that racking up the bodies in the reverse? Dark High Priestess. I'm getting a connection, collective. They coming. Or they here, okay? This could be a Dark High Priestess. Let's see something real quick. This is a lost soul, somebody, okay? Or somebody's. Let me see the camera. Blaylock. It's not too bad. I don't know. You did something, though. Somebody did. Let me stop, collective. Y'all gonna get me. I lose my subscribers like that. Accusing my subscribers of wrongdoing. But I don't know, collective. The world's a funny place. All right, let me focus, collective. I feel like they're coming for a Dark High Priestess. And what does a Dark High Priestess do but, you know, sorcery or something, okay? And it was done to occupy your mind and use your vessel like a puppet, okay? Sort of like what we're talking about with this reptilian stuff, right? And the shape-shifting. And watch the video. She explained, you know, how they, you know, how they get down, collective, okay? All right, thank you. I feel like something's about to happen with a plane. We had 2 locations. Archangel Michael, do you want to say anything about the location, maybe where the plane's going, or let's see. Heavens to Murgatroyd. I don't know. I feel like somebody's radioing, like the towers, you know, whatever you call those things. The center. The air traffic control, collective. Okay? This is like air traffic control. Maybe this is like heaven saying, hey, turn around or land the plane, okay? Josh, this name has been coming out a lot, collective. I'm just getting myself further in. I'm in too deep, collective. Okay, I'm in too deep. Okay. Josh could go either way, actually. I'm getting, okay? But maybe, because this is the only name that, no. Did another name? No other name came out on this pile. But let's see. What is Josh's role in this question? What is it, the reptilians in this timeline? What is Josh's role? I asked who, so this could be one, collective. This could be one of them. Collective, the divine loves you much. Loves you, okay? But this shroom head, I saw that before. Okay, shroom head doing sorcery, collective. How dangerous is that? Collective, I had no idea. Okay, maybe they were doing this magic on it. I'm getting a divine empress, okay? Divine feminine. Okay, hopefully no one's driving to your home, collective. Possibly in 7 days. Okay, let's go. Because this read has gone somewhere and it's confusing for me. So let me run, collective. I'm about to run, collective, okay? All right. Oh, this is the same one, the drama, okay. Because what was the thing about the angels and the light, right? And the reptilians being run up, the bad ones, right? Being run up out the earth and then zapped with a neutrino storm, okay? Antarctica, collective, maybe. Because look, I was getting ready to speak like, yeah, they could be in the mountains, right? I was thinking like but it's cold in the mountains. It can be, right? And I said, well, but if they just quickly get in, maybe they wear their coats in their human suit. And once they get inside the location, they can morph back into themselves. There's something about Antarctica, okay? Sort of like with those eggs, okay? Here we go again with these eggs, okay? How when she said they were in a warm place, that's the volcano down there under the water, okay? That's very warm. And what did they say? Thousands or millions of them, collective? Millions? Yeah, we're going to have to intercept that, okay? Somehow, some way. This is this dark high priestess, maybe, okay? Now, that's the truth, collective. I still don't know, but it's the truth. There's too much truth out here. Somebody knows something. Hopefully you, collective, okay? All right, let's go. Okay, what is the truth here with this this head reptilian? What is the truth? Possibly the do shrooms, collective. Maybe they play a drum. You are proving gang stalking does exist. Complete exposure. And they fell out of there on 7 days. And as I was shuffling, I was going to say I'm going to ask this question next, okay? When the student is ready, the teacher appears. We saw it though earlier, okay? Who is this that's appearing? This could be the holy him or herself, collective. I feel like there's a transformation occurring, okay? For everyone involved. Collective, I'm telling you, something's going on. I don't know if there's a teacher on this plane or what, okay? Landing strip. Let's get this. Carol, okay? You're being divinely tested. Maybe Carol's being divinely tested. Or maybe you're, whoever, everybody's being tested. Everybody's being tested. All right, and we had driving to your home. So maybe after they get off the plane, they're driving to someone's home. The question is for what? What is this 7 days? Do you have something to say? What is this person possibly coming to my collective for? I'm getting foolishness. I hope it ain't the head reptilian themselves, collective. Snapshot. I'm getting like something in the past. Time to explore. I don't know, collective. Okay? Maybe someone's on the run. I don't know. I don't know. Adam. I don't know. Look. Because with this Adam and explore, I get that whole... I get the whole melanin operation, okay? For nuclear fusion power or something to power ships, okay? I don't know, collective. What is snapshot, Archangel Michael? Somebody stuck on stupid, collective. Okay. Oh my goodness, collective. This is like travel. They're traveling here, okay? And they're describing their travel as well, collective. Okay, wow, this is crazy. Your ancestors are here. What was I clarifying? Was it 7 days or a snapshot? I don't know, collective. They might get it on the satellite ISS, okay? Okay. I believe that's what they're saying. And look, it's like and light is definitely involved, okay? But it's like some sort of nuclear light fusion. It's almost like what's that? Star Trek. With the, what do you call that? The teleporting or the beam me up, Scotty, okay? That's what I'm getting. Look at this. And it looks like the little thing that they did on the Star Trek. With that, you know, the ray that would take them away and make them reappear, collective. It's something like that, I'm telling you. Tell us something real quick, ancestors, about the realm that you're in. I don't know, the light sword was something unique about the realm, the main ingredient. Maybe it's light. I talked about the main ingredient with angelic protection, right, for the elixir. Collective, it's got to be light, okay? I didn't realize I had 2 peaceful resolution cards, okay? Peaceful resolution, whenever I see that, confirmation, I don't know if you heard it, okay? Whenever I see this card, I see the light. The peaceful resolution, because it keeps coming out with solar flares and neutrino storms, okay? This is how they're going to handle the peaceful resolution, okay, collective? They envy your spiritual gifts, collective. We're cracking these codes, I'm telling you. And then when I talk about the sun people, they could very well be going back to the sun or something, collective. Because look, they say we come from Sirius. That's another star. There are people on the sun. They don't like these people watching them, collective. That's why the sun gonna blow, collective. Angelic protection. Collective. This one was about to come out. I know the rules. North Node, nigga. Is North Node for these people, collective. They can't handle North Node, collective. This is very interesting, okay? And look, this is why the sun is acting up. What is the peaceful resolution? Sibling rivalry. Okay. Blank slate. I feel like whatever's going to happen with this peaceful resolution, which I feel has to do with solar flares, right? And that could also indicate just exposure as well, right? It's going to create a blank slate for someone. They're going to, like, clear out the whole situation. Dead the whole situation, so to speak, right? All right. Any final messages you want to have for this part of the reading? This reptilian situation. This infestation. South America, okay? Maybe there's an infestation in South America. Or maybe one of your siblings is in South America. Nearly, okay? South America. These could be, if it's not your name, names of reptilians that they're calling out here, okay? Like true ones, okay? Like possibly 100% ones, okay? Okay. Okay. Archangel Michael, so what's the rules? What's the rules of the North Node? It sound like a G-A-N-G. The righteous walk in shame while the wicked masquerades in honor. No more in the reverse. What's the rules? Child warrior collective. I feel like they coming to rectify this with these children as well. Why is this in the reverse, Archangel Michael? Kitty. They just calling out more names. They locating people, okay? Danger, turn around, going in the wrong direction. As well as they're guiding people. Okay, they're still guiding people. Something about this collective. This could be somebody about to get on the plane, okay? This could be a warning for someone out here, okay? Or someone connected. Okay, so just be mindful. That's what I'm getting. You got landing strip, you got the airplane, and you got the luggage. Collective, or somebody's that could be the ancestors, like they said. They're here, they've landed. Okay, and they're taking their luggage off the plane, collective, okay? But still be mindful. Too many indications to a plane. All right, let's do this and move to the last question. What is this danger? Initiate. Somebody's an initiate out here. Nigel. Okay, they calling out a lot of names, collective. Put them where they go. Russia again at the bottom of the deck. Maybe someone's taking a trip to Russia. Okay. All right, last question. How do we defeat these negative, and here's the peaceful resolution again, right? How do we defeat these dark reptilians, the ones that are wicked? Okay, peaceful resolution. Let's see. Your twin flame is a peak collective. I told you this man is a reptilian. Okay? He's a reptilian. It's solved. That's why cephalopod keeps coming out with him. And those golden eggs, okay? They probably used, and I said it in one reading, they probably used some of that man's DNA and put it in those eggs, collective. Oh my goodness. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting the Matrix scene with the agents, and this is how they keep coming, collective. They're gonna unleash a whole giant clan of reptilian cephalopods, twin flames against me, collective. I'm telling you, I told you this man is crazy. I told you he went around the world. He just cannot admit defeat, collective. This is just too much. I'm telling you, this sounds crazy. Someone can write a story on this. I'm telling you, possibly me. This is what's in the mind of this lunatic, okay? I'm telling you. I'm telling you, collective. And only the Most High can come in and save me, collective. I'm telling you, okay? I'm doing my part. Don't get me wrong, I can fight too. Well, at least I feel like I can, okay? But look, this is insane, collective. What is this for again? How to defeat this twin flame? You'll never change the world by trying to fit in, okay? So that's the solution. Don't try to be like these people. Have a spectacular day, okay? And they're like, hey, they dropping the mic, collective. This twin could be in Russia, collective. It's some sort of operation going on. It is. We've already uncovered the operations, okay? But it's just mind-boggling. All right, let's see if we can get anything on this peaceful resolution. We're about to close out. Thank you for this, collective. What did that drive into your home 7 days? I don't like that, okay? But it says vivid dance, human, you know. Bottom. Catching them hands, okay? So don't worry, collective. This is the peaceful resolution. What do these hands look like, Archangel Michael? Show me them hands. This beat down, collective. Show me that beat down. Straight hair, okay? They're just identifying. Teeth. Oh my goodness. Are they going to knock somebody's teeth out, collective? And I don't know what this is. This is this bipolar, I don't know what you call it. Just multi-personality twin, okay? They hate you and then they love you. They love you and then they hate you, collective. It's just too much. Who is this person saying I adore you? Who is it? Who is it, Archangel Michael? Reveal this person. Ooh, collective. I was okay. I hope it's a good one. It has to be. I'm getting a good one, okay? Oh my goodness, who the hell is Richard, Collective? They done put this man out on the spot. Some of y'all got an investigator named Richard that adores you, Collective. My ancestors just a trip, Collective. They a trip. What the hell? Who is Richard? Collective, maybe you know Richard, and if you do, please put something in the comments, Collective. I rarely see a comment anywhere. I don't know. I just like to see. I want to put a heart on it, Collective. But I can't put a heart on it if you don't put something in there. Just something, a little bit. Something every now and then, okay? But Richard, okay, Richard? Okay, what do I want to ask Richard? We're going to put you on the spot since you done jumped out here like this, okay? With these flowers, okay? I think it's a rose, okay? What is Richard's true intentions? That's the question, Collective. And we're going to drop the mic, hopefully. What is Richard's true intentions here? Why are they adoring my Collective? I just saw 5113 on the clock. Dimples and or freckles. Okay, so somebody either has dimples and or freckles or they don't. Okay? Okay, bottom of the deck. Luscious green pastures, Collective. I get a good vibe with whoever this Richard is, okay? I do, Collective, okay? But still use your skills of intuition and discernment. This is funny. All right, let's see something. Investigator Richard, what are you investigating? Richard might be a reptilian too, but maybe it's a good one. Wow, Collective, this travel. Whoever's on this plane. Yeah, I'm not going to say that, okay? Yeah, something about this trip. Maybe they're already in flight. Maybe this is why it's coming out here like that. And somebody's going to be waiting for them when they land. That's what I'm getting. Could be the ancestors. Also working within this investigator, okay? Well, either way, if Richard's waiting for him, Richard got a lot of backup. That's how I feel, okay? Okay. Let me see something, Collective. Is this the card, the deck? Let me do a couple shuffles. Collective, it is really good. And we have this sexy out here, Collective, okay? Somebody might be trying to say hi. We ain't got that hello card or the hi card yet. But this is just going to complicate it. But let me do this. Collective, it is very hot, okay? Let me get some water. I've been drinking this water with this code on it. I think it's been helping though, but who said something? I had never heard about these codes, right? But what, I think her name was Unapologetically Des, okay? And she's a really good reader, Collective. Y'all should check her out, okay? I believe she's one of my soul tribe, actually, okay? All right. What was I asked? Oh, show me this investigator, Richard, in the character oracle cards, if you can. I should have got him in the intuitive cats deck, though. But let me calm down. If that game card comes out here, you know, I know that can't be. I think we need to keep this as the mystery. Okay, engineer in the reverse. Collective, and the deck is upside down. Okay, so these should be in the upright. We got spies, definitely an agent, Collective, okay? Spy, seeker of secrets, intelligence agent, covert, espionage, undercover, okay? Now we have engineer, architect of solutions, okay? This person's they're here to solve this problem, whatever this is. Again, I forgot what these people are fighting you for, Collective. They're fighting you for everything that you own, everything you love, okay? They're fighting you for you, Collective. All right, but this engineer, architect of solutions, engineering practice, problem solver, complex systems, technology. I feel like this person is using technology in order to Figure out what's going on. Something to do with this plane and whoever's on it, okay? But this guy, this is the thorough guy, okay? I like this guy or gal, okay? They don't let anything go, okay? If they got to look through every one of these cabinets and files, that's what they're going to do, okay? They're going to get the truth, okay? And you know how it is when you're looking for the truth. At some points, it seems so hard, you can't seem to get a break, but then all of a sudden, it's like the vault is open, okay? That's what I'm getting. The vault is about to open for whoever this investigator is. Knight, and they're coming in like a knight. Beautiful. Keeper of honor, armor, battle, loyalty. Beautiful. Go, Richard. Okay, maybe this is involved, okay? This keeps coming out. Collective. This could be an ex-military person. Because didn't that come out in proximity of sexy? Okay. Okay, Richard, they didn't put your name out there. All right, one last thing. Richard wants to say, what did he say? Something. Why did I get that vibe that Richard was hitting on you? Oh, I adore you. Okay, that's what he wants to say. What does my collective want to say to Richard? Whoever in my collective want to say to the investigator. I'm flirting with this investigator for y'all collective. Shade or Sade. Okay, so but you could be saying you like throwing shade at the guy or guy. Yemen, grant me mercy as you rain down your wrath on the enemy. Ashe. Maybe Sade is a person of interest, okay? Or shade. I don't know, something about shade. But I did speak about water earlier, okay? With bringing these reptilians up, okay? All right, y'all, let's get ready to get out of here because I hear noise coming. What is this shade or Sade? Why is that here? Damn, that, excuse me. A toad. This could be protection because I got a toad that pops out every time these people are doing like really intense magic, okay? And they've been really working for the past maybe few weeks or before that moon, okay? Only one brain cell. Somebody needs protection because they're not too bright, maybe. Okay? Wait a minute. Because I asked, what does my collective want to say? Maybe this is a guilty person or somebody, okay? I don't know. Shade, toad, and only one brain cell. Somebody is not... I'm getting like somebody's not connected to their protection because they're not seeing something properly, maybe collective. Maybe they're asking for protection, but they're not going to get it. But it's something about the water, but I don't know, collective. Maybe they're going to get it. Okay, but there's something about the water with this marine business. Maybe someone's also on a boat or something, collective. All right. We're going to ask one last question on that. We're going to leave it there, okay? We'll just leave it up in the air, okay? Or in the ocean, okay? But look, how is this marine business involved? Why is this important? I'm getting a name in my head. Lost Soul Collective. They're doing something on the water. Tammy, wow, Collective. Okay, so it's a lot of people involved. Dove Retrieval. It's a lot of people involved, collective. Why, I still don't know. I feel like these people just are hateful of whoever you are, right? But look, I forgot. This is a question and answer. But the people, these people who side with the reptilians, okay? And a lot of this is just showing the defeat, okay? So they're saying the way to do it is to just take care of yourself, okay? Do enough good work. You know, do good work, period. But enough to invoke angelic protection, okay? It's not a fluke to long life at this day and time, okay? This is what they're saying. All right, let's go. We're going to close it out, collective. I don't know. Papa Leg Butt. No, let's get Papa Leg Butt last. Let's get these, okay? Oh, my. Mystery card 1. Today is your day. Beautiful. Looks like it's crossing. Tower, don't love me, collective. Wow. Okay, something going on. This could be a breakup of sorts. Okay, I don't know. And this should be in the upright. Employee workers service consultation. I feel like this is this secret service person. Okay, or investigator. Okay. Let's see one other thing. Let's make sure. Where do these people work? Where is this workplace? Or what is it? That's what I wanted to ask. Okay, it's Haslett, Texas. I should have asked what is it? Okay, but let's see at the bottom. Asinine, silly, utterly stupid. I don't know if the workplace is stupid. A whole bunch of stupid people in the workplace. Maybe it is collective. Okay, maybe that's what... I don't know. Let's go, Papa Legba. Let's see what you want to say. And we're going to close it out, collective. I don't know what to name this. The rambling on video, okay? Oh, question and answer, okay? Papa Legba. Haitian voodoo, gatekeeper, overseas communication, water again, right? Between worlds. I was going to say LMA, but it's LWA. Intermediary. This is this lawyer again, collective. Okay, this is what... I thought I put it back now. Something about a lawyer. Maybe a lawyer carries that energy of Papa Legba. Or Papa Legba coming for a lawyer. A lawyer with hot dingles. Okay, or this is just like another tower. Okay, collective, if you like the video, like the video.